Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. It's first thing in the morning.
Good morning, Jam.
Yes,
How
it's
are you?
you and me
Yeah, again?
again. Where is Jenny?
Yeah. She's been
Yeah.
missing for the past 3 episodes.
Okay, so she owes us a lot of coffee, right?
Yeah.
How many
Maybe
coffees?
something is making, or maybe someone is making her busy.
I don't know who that could be.
Uh
All right.
huh. What
So,
was it her who sent a thumbs up
oh, that's
icon?
me.
Oh, it's you. Wow.
That meant, yes, I'm up, but I actually just sent that because I was about to go back to sleep or to
Hmm.
take a nap,
Take a nap
just to
for
inform.
3 minutes. Was it?
I can take a nap for any number of seconds. Yeah,
Wow.
it doesn't matter to me. I can
Wow.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to talk about today?
We'll talk about time.
Wow.
Time.
Time? Wait a minute.
How
What?
precious time is.
Oh,
Like
okay.
pressure. Time pressure.
Mhm. Okay. To
And
all our listeners, sorry,
mhm.
Marilyn, if I sometimes
Go
you
ahead.
interrupt.
Yeah, go, go,
to
go,
all
go.
our to all our listeners, let me just inform you that the topics that we have every day, every Tuesday and Thursdays, are actually spontaneous. They're all coming from Marilyn. Sometimes we plan, sometimes, or most of the time we don't, right?
Yeah, we do. But, we brainstorm with our segment producer because
Oh.
she plans each segment, also known as Jamila.
Oh no, that's not me. I planned it, wait, weeks ago, but I
Uh-huh.
really don't know what would come up. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Now,
But
go.
we do have our list, and you came up with that list.
But this is a very short list. Haven't you added more?
I
Okay,
did.
time.
Yeah, time. Yeah. By the way, before we start, I would just like to say that your voice is sounds sexy this
Oh.
morning. Are you using your new microphone?
Oh. No, unfortunately not. I don't know. Maybe it's the vitamins because I took some vitamins last night. Sexy. I thought you're going to comment that my voice is or my um headset's not working well again.
It's
All right.
working,
So
I think. Yeah, you sound better.
clear.
Yeah, clear and loud.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right. And
So,
and yeah.
mhm.
Aside from my voice, what else? Sorry.
Sorry, that's the only uh, factor of you that I can sense right now. Just your voice.
Okay. Okay.
And
All
your
right.
voice is the mirror
Mm,
of yourself. That's how you,
wow.
I think that's not as an online teacher, that's one of the factors that we sell as a teacher,
Hmm.
right? That's,
Yes, that's right. Okay. Well,
uh,
thank you for the comment. I hope you're my QA or TL again. Okay. Anyway.
how's your
Uh,
QA recently?
oh, I passed. Just
Oh,
a few
congratulations.
points. Yes.
You,
These days, I usually don't get a perfect score.
you sound like you're disappointed. I pass.
I pass. I
You,
don't know. I
you
don't
don't
usually
celebrate that.
care.
Uh,
But I feel happy. Oh, okay, I passed, so I won't have to what do you call this? Have a session with or be coached. That's the only thing
mm-hmm.
where I like to pass because I don't want to be coached. Talk to.
uh,
Yeah.
mm,
Well, you being a TL before, yeah, you had a lot of things to do, but you're able to manage your time well.
yeah,
See?
yes. I'm very proud of that.
Oh, see.
Which
So,
now is kind of challenging for me to do.
okay. So, are you having a hard time managing your time in your house?
At first, yes, yeah, I have to admit. At first,
Oh.
yes. But now I'm finding I'm able to find ways on how to manage that.
Mm,
Unlike before, it
okay.
was really a struggle for me.
Because actually, right now, you've got a lot of jobs. Aside from your own job, you've
Yeah.
got things to do at home.
Yeah, yes. I have
So,
to work at and and toot, toot, toot,
like,
toot.
so how many companies are you working for right now? You can
Uh,
lie.
only one. Only one.
Okay, only one.
My boss might be listening to us. Oh my god. He might hear
Okay,
me. Yeah.
all right.
And
So my boss too.
oh,
Okay.
your
Well,
boss.
I'm working for only one company,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, yeah, I'm doing full time now.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Anyway,
How do you manage your time? Like, has there been a time in your life that you feel like you're running out of time and you have to do a lot of things?
yes, a lot of time because I'm a procrastinator. That usually happens to me. Like, okay, I'm going to do that later, later, later. And when it's almost time, okay, I panic and I would have to do things really fast. But the good thing about it is I tend to become more efficient when I know that it's almost time. I'm able to do things really fast. That's what I've
Mm-hmm.
noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But when the deadline is still far, like I feel like I don't want to do it, the things that I have to do. So, but when there's time pressure, it's like it makes me really work fast. My brain works really well. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I like the pressure sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not that's
Sometimes.
not good. Sometimes or well, since I've been doing it as yeah, it's almost like a habit. So let's say
Uh,
usually.
uh, yeah. Oh, we watched this TED Talk video last week as a team, and it talks about uh, procrastination. I'm gonna share that with you. It's a nice TED
Okay.
Talk video. Yeah.
Oh my. Procrastination.
Yes.
Okay. Just yeah, on send it to me on Hangout.
Yes, 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 yes. I will.
Okay.
And I'm looking at our social media pages today, this morning. We do have a lot of listeners
Okay.
now. It's like
Like
14,000.
wow. And I know Alibaba has now increased in number. They are now 30. Alibaba and the 30 thieves. Are you
Right.
familiar with Alibaba?
Yeah, the story of Alibaba. Is it related with Aladdin?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe they're the villains. Are they the villains, or is
I
Aladdin one of the
actually forgot
Alibabas?
the details. I
Uh,
forgot the details, but yeah, kind of related. Yeah.
that's
Okay.
gonna be your
Anyway,
homework.
yes. Thank you to our listeners who keep on increasing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do have one question this morning.
Right.
Okay, Kylie says, "Do you have a timeline in your life?"
Timeline.
Yeah,
What is a timeline?
like for example, at the age of this, you will be doing
Ah.
this.
Mm,
You
well,
wanna answer that?
no.
No.
I don't
Mm.
because I don't know my actual age. That's the problem. I'm way
Why do you
beyond,
not know?
well, the
Mm.
age we're talking about is just a number, but the age that I'm talking about is, the actual age. I don't know. I can't say, okay, this is the time that I should be doing it. So I
Okay,
have a
how old
bike.
are you? You keep on
I can't
saying
tell
that
you
you're
that. That's
very
too
old.
personal. Yeah, very,
Mm.
very old. But sometimes I'm very, very young.
Right, like
You
now, I feel that you're very, very young right
oh,
now. Yeah.
very very young. Oh
Yeah.
no. Okay. So where was I?
What's the
Sorry.
time? Do you have time mind like, or
A
time plan?
timeline. No, I was saying, I don't. I just do when I have to do. The problem is I've got a biological clock. So, as we
Mm,
all have, we have
mhm,
biological clocks. Okay, so maybe at this time you may not be able to do this, but it doesn't matter to me because I don't feel like doing things and setting a deadline. What I usually do are short term plans. Like I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do this next month. Those are the only plans that I make. But for my life, like I have to do this. I should have done this at this age. I don't usually do that. How about you?
mhm.
Do
I
you?
used to do that when I was younger. Like when I was in college, I was about to finish or graduate from college. I would say that by the age of 22, 23, I should have this amount of money at my in my bank account, and by the age of this, I should have traveled. By the age of blah blah, I should have my dream house. Yeah,
I
something like
I
that.
often hear that from my friends. Like, yeah, they also do that. Like, I will have my first millions at this age. Okay, but I never got to learn to do it. But that's what I often hear from, yeah, some friends.
Mm.
Yeah.
We do have another
So,
question here,
yeah.
and have says here, have you ever been late?
I ever been late? Yes, of
Yes, or are you
course.
always the person who comes early, or are
Mm,
you the kind of person who just comes at the right
comes
time?
on time.
Yeah,
Okay.
on time.
On my part, I'm not that person who's usually late. I could be late sometimes. It could be due to my laziness because I would take a shower later than I should, or I suppose I what I should I take a shower later than the time that I'm supposed to take a shower. But most of the time, I go to work way early, like an hour early, because I want to relax. So when I get to work, when I'm in the office, I just lazy around. Sometimes I go out, buy some coffee, talk to people. Okay, that's my habit. Okay, but
Mm.
yeah, not usually late, but I could be late once in a while. It's also good to do things, to show your imperfections. I don't want to be perfect when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you? Are you also
I am most of the time
like that?
early.
Hmm.
Like for example, I'm gonna meet somebody at 8 o'clock, so most of the time I'll be there before 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's better to wait for someone than for have someone to wait for you,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
But sometimes
Okay.
there's a valid reason why people get late.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about when you got late?
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Yes, you must have experienced being late, haven't you? Can't remember.
Not at work because I haven't been late at work.
Wow.
Probably meeting my friends sometimes because
Okay.
I
Wow,
know,
you've never been late.
yeah, at work.
Wow.
But
So
yeah, yes,
you should have gotten an award.
I
Like,
had,
you
I had,
have, okay,
yeah,
for not being late. What's the
yes.
title?
No, it's like an incentive,
Oh,
perfect
wow.
attendance incentive.
The person who've never been late.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay,
never,
that's great.
never. But I was
Okay.
absent because of the typhoon or something.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Absent.
Mhm, something like that. Okay, we have
Okay.
another question from. Oh, Good morning, Alibaba. Nice to hear
we've
from
got
you.
we've got questions coming in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alibaba. We have a lot of questions today, so we'll just answer as many as possible.
Hmm.
Okay, this one is I am 22 years old, and there has been some significant time in my life already. Um, but I worry about my future.
Hmm.
Is it normal for a person like me to worry about my future? What do you think?
Okay.
In her situation, she didn't
Is it
say.
normal?
Yeah, Alibaba has
Yeah.
been sending us some messages, so I think Alibaba is
Following us. All right. So about that question, Alibaba is worried.
about her future.
So is it normal?
To
Well,
worry about the future, but time about the future.
I haven't met anyone who has said that he or she's not worried about the future. So it means you're normal.
Mhm.
I I sometimes worry about the future, but I
Uh-huh.
don't want to focus on it because after all, we're all heading to the same destination, whatever we do. So the only thing we can control is those things that we can do. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Well,
Mm.
the thing that worries me is the the things that might happen to some people, like especially the younger generation, the little ones. You're a mom. How about you? Are
You mean
you?
the kids, the children?
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
What
Oh.
I
Mhm.
am worrying, yeah,
Mhm.
I've worried about. Sorry.
Mhm.
And you, what are your worries about the future?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, a lot. But like you, I don't really focus more on that. I live at the
Hmm.
present time, and I make sure that I prepare. I do something to prepare for the future.
Mm. At least you can, yeah, that's the thing that you can do. Prepare,
Yeah.
in case there would be some, you know,
Mhm.
um, things that we don't like. Okay. All right. Now, you've got children. So, what about your
Mhm.
plans for your children? Have you got plans for them too?
Yes, I do. Yes, definitely. My husband and I would sometimes talk about it. Yeah, and we do have plans, but sometimes plans, our plans do not really happen. So we just also have this faith that God will continue to guide us, our family, and whatever His plans are, then just stick to that. And whatever it is that we're gonna face as a family in the future, we'll face it together, stronger and
Great.
with stronger faith.
Mm-hmm. Yes, whatever happens, right? Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking that question,
Thank
Alibaba.
you,
And
Alibaba and the 30
she's
C's.
she's one of the avid listeners that we have. Thank you, thank
Yes.
you. And I think we can answer one more question. It depends on Jamila's answer if it's gonna be a long answer.
Oh my. Okay, I get really nervous whenever these questions come up. Okay.
But it's very
So,
interesting, right? So
yes.
this one is from Lily. So she said, "What's the most significant time of your life?" Wow, that's very deep.
Significant. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. So, I think I'm going to take a break because I don't have an answer with that. Significant?
Of
What's the
course you
most
do.
significant?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what kind of significant? Maybe my significant yeah, the one that's significant for me isn't the
Oh, she answered your question. She said,
Thank you for helping. Okay.
"Okay,
What's the
I think
answer? What's that?
Jamila and
Answer.
Marilyn. Significant means because you liked it or hated it, because of your
Oh.
profession, or because of your
Ah.
relationship." or because it was a turning point in your life? Thank you for
Thank you
expounding
for
more.
so really listening, okay, to every word we say. Oh my gosh.
She's a QA.
QA. Okay. So quality assurance specialist.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait. Oh. Oh, it's so hard. Significant turning point. What's a turning point?
Well,
Usually
there's
if
a
there's a
lot, but
turning
just
point,
pick
I
one.
don't turn. So it doesn't matter. I don't mind the turning points in my life. Well, they
Uh,
just happen in my in front of me, but I don't know. Nothing much happen. So maybe the time when I was okay, this is the only thing that I can think of. The time when I was a preschool teacher, that
mhm.
time, of course, all my life I thought that I would be teaching in a classroom with kids. And then my mom got sick that time, so I had thought of looking for I had to I thought of looking for a job that would not require me to bring the work home. So, good thing my cousin mentioned about this English, online English center. So, this online company, just like what I have
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
So, I tried to apply and there I passed fortunately, and from then on I've been teaching English online. So that was like something that changed my professional life because I never thought that I would be I would be teaching um outside the classroom. So I didn't know that I could do it, but yeah, I learned a lot of things like how to talk, how got a lot of training. So that's the one thing that
Mhm.
I can say that
Mhm.
changed my professional life.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Now,
Nice
your
answer.
turn.
Wow,
Your
nice answer,
turn.
Jamila. See, so the
Thank
length of
you.
the time that we spend on each question depends on Jamila's answer. If it's a
Oh
long answer,
no.
but
Your
I like it.
turn.
I like it. Oh, there's a
Thank
lot.
you.
There's a lot of significant time in my
Perfect.
life. Like for example, personally, when I gave birth to my children, when we got married, when I was hospitalized, when
Oh.
at work, when I became a team leader, whenever I proved to myself that I can do it, and many times I felt that I couldn't do it. Those are significant times in my life. Working from home, adjusting, adapting to it. There's a lot to say about these this idea of significant time in my life. Right now, I'm living a very significant time in my life because I think everything is just falling into place properly. Like this,
Despite the pandemic.
yeah, and the pandemic, my pandemic life is also a significant time in my life.
Okay. Who would have
So,
thought that the pandemic would hit us, in our hit the human race in this generation,
yeah,
right? Okay, but that's just it.
mm,
Okay. So,
exactly.
yeah, we've got a
There.
lot of turning points. Maybe it's just because I don't pay much attention to these turning points. So that's why I don't get to really
Mm,
know or count them like,
mm.
yeah.
I know
Okay,
why
but
you don't pay attention to them
to the
because
turning points,
yeah,
sorry.
you know why
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
you don't pay to
What
a
is it?
lot of the significant because you pay a lot your
Uh-huh.
bills.
Oh, it's the bills that I usually just pay attention to, not the turning points. When
Yeah.
there's a turning point, I don't turn. I just keep on going or
You don't see the sign.
I ignore the signs. So,
You're
it's like
missing it.
I'm not living a normal human life. The typical life, like, okay, having a family,
Mm,
um doing this because I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared of humans. Okay, sorry. I'm okay. Enough about that. All right. So,
You
anything
might.
else?
Oh, yes, we
Oh,
do. We do have one last question to answer. I think we still have time.
uh,
Hi, Zoom. I think Zoom is not yet giving us a
Zoom.
prompt about how many minutes left we have,
Oh, yes, I haven't.
right?
I don't receive the prompts. How about you? Do you
Not
often
yet.
receive it?
Yes, I always. But
Okay.
probably, I don't know. Maybe they will just shut us down.
Okay. All right. So if we suddenly stop speaking, it means Zoom has already caught us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. For the last question, this is from um this one is from Mr. Park, fresh from Korea. Good morning. It's now like
From Korea.
8:39 in Korea.
Yes.
Right.
They're an hour ahead.
Wow. 안녕하세요.
안녕. 안녕.
Okay. You could travel back in time. Which part of your life you would like to go to? Thank you, Mr. Park, for that wonderful question. Contestant number one.
Thank you for that difficult question. Okay. So, should you answer it first or
Uh,
I can't think of one.
yeah, I can think precisely. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be serious. He said,
Ah, okay. So it's like, oh, I should have done that, right?
yes. Maybe
What's that?
yesterday or the other week.
Wait. It really is hard. Wait. What
Mm-hmm.
part, okay, of the past would I like to go to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I really can't think of any right now, but the only thing that I'm thinking of is okay, the time in the past where I was in wait, where was I? I was I was a very young child. I was in where was I? I was in our hometown. At that time, I didn't really know a lot of people, and I want to go back to the past and try to check who they were. I know that's not really serious because when I okay, that was the time when I was around
Mm-hmm.
2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went back to our town in high school, they said,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, Jamila, you're that little girl who was walking
Oh,
around doing this."
uh,
I really couldn't remember those, and the people
uh,
who knew me, I really, of course, I was a child, so I wanted to go back to the past and see who those people were, who were the people who were um who knew me when I was really small. That's it. That's
mm-hmm.
the only thing that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
But just to tell you that there's nothing in the past that I really want to change because the things that I did or didn't do. Okay, so there's nothing much that I want to change in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about
Thank
you,
you. Thank you,
Marilyn?
contestant number one, for answering that.
Okay. Contestant number two, Marilyn. Okay, what about
Thank you
you?
so much, Mr. Park, for that very wonderful question.
Okay. So your
Well,
turn.
probably since Mr. Park said it doesn't have to be that serious, maybe I'll just want to go back to my wedding day
Ooh.
because I felt that during that day I wasn't showing my happiness, my real happiness. Maybe because I was very busy attending to what's going to happen now, or um, will there be many guests coming? Is there enough food for everybody? Who's taking care of the lights, the sounds? How about my friends? My family?
Okay.
Because it went very late, and then the
Mm.
people got really hungry,
Mm.
and it's like we're moving fast forward because it happened really late. So because the photographer and the videographers came very late too. So I kind of adjusted the time, like probably an hour late. I mean, if you're one of the guests and that it's an hour late, it's really
You
taking
would
your
get
time. And yeah, I got be annoyed. And we had the mayor there, my
oh,
boss, my
wow, the
bosses, all my
mayor.
bosses. I was working at HSBC that time, so I invited my bosses, and
Mm,
then my god, the principal sponsor is one of my
mm,
bosses, and then yeah, I mean, uh, after the wedding, like whenever we watch it, my husband would say, "Let's have another wedding when we and when everything
mm.
is is uh, is okay."
More
And then,
relaxed.
yeah, more relaxed and just feel it,
Mm-mm,
feel the event, feel the
mm-mm.
union
The
of our
moment of,
vows. Yeah, feel the
yes.
moment. Yeah, let's just feel
Mm-mm,
the moment because that time I was and we were like dancing. While dancing, we were talking about oh this person left already because I don't know like that and
okay, you had to worry a
we
lot.
still have to dance but there's no more people we did our first dance and then we have this kind of small kit short kit about our presentation and all that so yeah that's it if there's one thing that I want to redo
Go back.
yeah
Mm-mm.
go back to in my the time of my life is that's it
Okay.
my
Well,
wedding
maybe
just
because you didn't have a wedding planner, is that it? Didn't you have
we
someone to?
didn't
Oh,
yeah it was
so
just us also
okay.
delegating the task like okay you my
Mm,
cousin will do this his cousin will do this his best friend will do this all
mm,
those so there's no one
that's
contact person who will manage everybody it was us
mm,
also on that day who manages everything okay are the decorations
it's
okay
hard.
yeah yeah
So you were like a team leader even in your own wedding. Okay. Okay.
yeah
Delegating tasks.
yes and where are we gonna put the the projector where will the
Oh.
singers or where will the band be situated
Mm,
and the decorations the flowers my cousin just
okay.
got it from Divisoria because it's much cheaper there something like that and during the preparation of the day itself our wedding
Mm-mm.
happened at 4
Or oh,
should have been at 4 o'clock but
okay.
I think it
But
happened at 5
later.
yeah and then the
I see.
videographer and the came in late and I got angry I mean not really yelled at them but I got annoyed so
Of
the
course.
videographer said just smile don't worry the place is yours you rented the whole place even though we
Okay.
rented the whole place doesn't mean that you should be late
Yes, exactly.
right yeah they said that you can manage the time you can adjust it because you rented the place and there's nobody's gonna be wed after you it's like in the church right it's like this because
Okay.
it's a
Wow.
garden wedding so they were
I
saying like
see.
that so my friend said hey this smile
Chill.
yeah but then I was thinking yeah well anyway I got annoyed with the videographer and the
Okay. Wow,
yeah
that's nerve-wracking. And it was a
yes
garden wedding. No wonder why it could have been really a little um, stressful. But
yeah
good thing the weather cooperated with you,
yes yeah good thing it
right?
happened in summer
Ah,
April
I see.
yeah
Okay. Because if
so
the rain came in that summer, I think that would really be that would really be what do you call this? Too mysterious. Why would the rain come in, summer?
yeah yeah but yeah
No,
that we had fun though
sorry.
hmm that
That's a
was fun
memory that you can, keep on coming back,
yeah
even if it was stressful. So when are you going to to say I do? When are you going to say I do again?
when we talked about that it's like my husband said okay after 10 years we'll renew our vows But it's now
Oh.
like the 13th anniversary already.
Okay, 3 years have
But
passed.
probably soon. I don't know. We'll just have to make sure that kids are secured. Like, yeah, some plans that we
Everyone.
have to do.
Yes, okay.
Mm,
Well, you already said I do, right?
yeah.
So the next would be I still do. I hope you
Oh,
would still say I
nice,
still do because you've
nice,
already
nice.
lived together with your family. Okay.
Right.
Would you say I still do?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
And then,
hopefully I'd be invited to that wedding if
of
there's no more pandemic.
course, yeah, definitely,
Okay.
you will be the MC.
Oh my, no. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not going. I'm rejecting the invitation.
you will be the MC, and you will be as lively like this
No
now
way.
today.
In front of many people, no way.
I think
I
many
cannot.
our guests will be entertained, with this kind
No.
of energy you have this
I'm
morning.
different. I'm different in front of many people.
Oh,
Okay, so I'll be
but
there.
don't
Just
worry, there will be a face mask and face shield.
okay. So that they wouldn't know
Yeah.
who I am. Okay. All right. Is that our
Wow.
cue? Are we going
Yes.
to end this?
Yeah. Oh, Zoom. Where are you? Where are you, Zoom?
Oh, I think Zoom is giving us free
Ah,
time.
right.
Or
Because
what do
our
you call
topic
that?
is time.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I
Yeah.
didn't think of that.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Zoom.
Zoom.
Thank you
So
so
this
much. And for
this
all the
is
listeners, thank
mhm.
you.
Yes. Okay. This is first thing in the morning.
Yeah. First thing in the
Yeah,
morning. And when are we
Thursday.
gonna see each other again?
Okay, so of course we'll see each other again next Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
we see each other every Tuesday and Thursday, first thing in the morning. So around 7,
Yeah.
right?
7:01, 7:02, 7:03.
Around 7. So we don't
Around
actually
7.
start at the exact time. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like
So
your
Marilyn,
voice today,
oh, thank
Jam.
you. Thank
Yeah, it
you. I
sounds very
hope
clear,
oh,
sexy,
really.
very
Oh.
fun. You can really be a DJ, Jam.
No,
Mm,
DJ, but
yeah.
no. This is just me being me because we're like in what do you call this? Less pressured environment. We're
Ah,
doing this spontaneously, right? We
right,
just talk
right.
about
True.
anything. It's like, yeah, we're talking like neighbors, but
Uh
in
huh.
English.
Yes, in
Yeah.
English. Hi to our students out there.
Yes. Hello, hello, hello. And
Hello.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Are we saying goodbye now?
Yeah. Well, thank you to our sponsors, Zoom, number one. Thank
Ooh,
you for the extra time you're giving
yeah.
us. And to all our questions, thank you to those who are sending their questions. Sorry if we cannot answer all of them, but we will answer your questions through our social media pages, FB, Instagram. And if you have time, just visit our YouTube channel first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. Okay, thank you. And okay, thank you for commenting on my sexy voice. Okay, I think
Yeah.
that's the sponsor for today. My sexy voice if it's
I
really
think
sexy.
we should have a vote next time. Like
Oh
from the
no.
start of the show up to the end, we'll
Who
ask
has
the
the
listeners to vote. Does Jamila have a sexy voice? And then the number will run. We'll just keep running. So
Wait,
yeah,
what?
that's gonna be.
Okay,
We'll do
why
that
just
next time.
me? Everyone. You. Oh, Jenny. I hope Jenny will be back soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I think she has. She's having a holiday, a vacation
Okay.
in Peru. Je- Jenny in
She's in
Peru.
Peru.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All
thank
right.
you guys for listening. We have listeners from Abu Dhabi, from
Wow.
Egypt, from Korea,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Singapore, Taiwan, Thailand, and of course our Philippines. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, you didn't know that we're also heard in all the planets in the solar system,
Yeah.
except for
Wow.
Pluto, of course. Pluto, we
Wow.
people there, or people, or some okay,
Maybe
entities,
insects.
insect, won't hear us, but we're only heard up to Neptune. Okay, and Uranus.
Ah, wow. Hi
Yeah.
there,
So
Neptune.
okay, so that's it for today.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
will be seeing you again, or hearing you again next week. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for
Yes.
listening. Just keep listening and
Yeah.
share our podcast.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And thank you,
See you
Marilyn.
next time. Thank you, Jam.
See you next week.
See you next week. Have a nice
All
day.
right. Have a
Bye.
great weekend. Bye.
Have a great weekend. Bye.